that same Holy Spirit came upon Cornelius and his household, this also demonstrates that God is no more discriminating. He is not looking at the nation of Israel alone, but whosoever believes in Jesus Christ also becomes an Israelite in the sight of God. He who believes in the Son of God has life. The Bible didn't say that if you are an Israelite, then you have life.
And choose leaders, Emma Israel, Israel Yankopon Maya, say, Obibia Obedina me banedi, Ukenya me mine.
So if in those days God chose leaders for Israel, anyone who believes in the Son of God, you have become a part of the commonwealth of Israel.
Ghana, Onyankopon ma. Ghana happy.
Now
Africa, Nyankopon ewo Africa.
In Ghana,
Europe, Nyamema ewo Europe.
In Ghana,
Asia, Nyamema wo Asia.
There are children of God in Ghana. There are children of God in Africa, children of God in Europe, children of God in Asia.
So far as Nyamema ewo nations mu, Nyame nyai choosing.
Now, so long as the children of God, or there are children of God in every part of the world and in all nations, God will not leave the choice or the power of making a choice of a leader for a nation for the devil to control.
Leaders, kings, and presidents. Emma Nyankopon my Israel no the same thing. And Nyankopon egusu choose leaders through his prophets. Emma amama mufo Nigeria ka ho, Cote d'Ivoire ka ho, Algeria ka ho, Ghana ka ho, wiasim baby bia. And tis how can say Africa had dear leaders ne corrupt into Onyamin choose leaders are. And yeah, your men of God be so moment corrupt. And tell you, Onyame, and appear as a man of God.
Now, so the same way, God used his prophets to anoint leaders and choose leaders for Israel. Today, in our time, God is still using his prophets to anoint and appoint and lead. And show the people God has chosen into positions of leadership. If you say that politicians of our day are corrupt, and so God does not choose any leader or politicians today, God doesn't choose any of them, then I would also say that there are men of God who are corrupt, and God shouldn't choose them and make them men of God because they are corrupt.
Me use men of God.
Now I am using men of God so that you would understand.
Africa, men of God are corrupt.
Now in Africa,
Europe, United States of America,
in Europe,
Canada,
United States of America,
your men of God are corrupt.
And everywhere in the world you will go, you will find some men of God who are corrupt.
And non say, man of God be a corrupter. Say, men of God are corrupt.
Now,
and to say, leader be a corrupter. And non say, leaders in heart.
So, the fact that there are some men of God who are corrupt, it does not mean all men of God are corrupt. The fact that you may find certain leaders who are corrupt does not mean that all leaders are corrupt or that all leaders do not fear God.
If you know my Yankopon choose our leaders, Emma Israel for Bebrebe, Ayam from so, Omu weaknesses.
Now, many of the people,
many
of the people that God chose and made them leaders over nations, many of them did very wrong things. It was God that chose them.
Dr. Mensah Otabil.
So I beg to differ. I do not agree with
because
Pastor Mensah Otabil.
Onos were a leader.
Because he's also a leader. I believe so much that he has been called by God.
Only clean 100%.
But he is not 100% clean.
OWUSU BEMPAH, clean 100%.
Now, Prophet OWUSU BEMPAH, I am also not clean 100%.
Only clean.
And there is no person who is clean 100% on earth.
We are Papa said, and
no matter your good deeds, the amount of good deeds or good character you exhibit and show, there will still be some fault in your life.
And to say leader be a form and non say any concern you choose leaders. So a man of God will be super form. So still nyame because one free men of God.
So if somebody or a leader does something wrong, or that leader is susceptible to making errors, it does not mean that God cannot choose that person who is frail and susceptible to become a leader. In like manner, the fact that men of God make mistakes and men of God are equally susceptible does not mean that God does not choose men of God anymore. God will continue to choose men of God, appoints them, call them, empower them.
Leader ben onyame choose no amfum so ni ho e Bible.
Now, throughout the
Moses,
Bible, which leader did God choose?
Who
Noah was infallible, had no weakness
Abraham
or fault. From Moses
Jacob
to Noah to Abraham to Jacob,
David
to David,
Samson
to Samson.
Bebre.
Many of them. So the fact that they had weaknesses or faults, or they were susceptible to certain errors, making certain errors, does that mean God doesn't choose them? Now I am speaking with all humility. And I am according great honor and respect
because
to pass.
Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power.